What's going on? It's Brian from GaniFit, and today I wanted to share with you a little challenge I'm setting for myself right now, and something that maybe you'd want to do as well if you're bodybuilding and you want to be on a budget. And this is kind of just like eating on a $10 budget while you're bodybuilding, and or just putting on muscle or whatever it is. And you know this, if you're already bodybuilding or trying to bulk or whatever it is, you know that this can be a very big challenge, and that it's pretty easy to spend a lot of money on food. And the reason I want to create this challenge is actually because I noticed myself spending a lot of money on food, which wasn't bad. I was still able to save some money, but I want to be able to save more money and be able to have more money for myself and for a little security net, and kind of like to reward myself a little bit more when I save enough money. So maybe you're in the same boat. Maybe you just want to save money for the sake of saving money, whatever it is. And I do believe, before I really give you what I'm going to be doing here and what I recommend you do, I do believe that there's a time and a place to use the money and treat yourself to something good. And money is there for you to use, and it's a tool. I'm not trying to just say save all your money all the time and just live super frugal or whatever it is. You got to live life sometimes, but there's a time and place to save money, and there's a time and place to spend money. So that being said, I want to get into a couple reasons why I'm doing this challenge, and a couple reasons on why this challenge may help you, or you may want to do this challenge. So the first tip of advice is to use brown rice or sweet potatoes, or some kind of carbs that are good for you, maybe even like some kind of beans, and a cheap and high source of protein. So this can be something like chicken or pork, or even in some cases beef, but beef can be a little bit more pricey. Just depends on what you're spending your money on throughout the day. So that being said, the second thing that I want to say is another way to make this easier for you is going to be intermittent fasting. And if you don't know, I've been doing intermittent fasting for probably about 2 or 3 years, and I do it at least 5 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. Sometimes it's like a little bit more, a little bit less, but I like to stay around that 5 days a week of intermittent fasting every single week. And I think that's going to be a big help for you, because intermittent fasting is going to make it so you're not having breakfast and you're having your first meal like a lot later into the day. You might even have like an apple or banana or some like little handful of nuts or something before that meal, maybe like a couple hours before it, just to push back your fast even more. But that's not really going to cost anything, and an apple might be 50 cents at the most, or 20 cents or something like that. So not going to cost you that much there, but you're going to be able to push your first meal further off into the day, which is going to make it so you're able to have a little bit of a bigger meal, but you're not spending money at like McDonald's or something on the way to work. Instead, you're going to be able to go and either prep yourself a lunch or go get a cheap lunch somewhere. I like Whole Foods. I know this might sound weird, but I can get a couple good quality protein bars or a couple good yogurts for around $4 to $7, depending on how hungry I am. And then if I want to like come home and eat dinner, I can have something like a smoothie with protein powder in it, or I can have one of those brown rice and high good protein sources that are cheap. And I would recommend that you really stop eating out at places like Chipotle and stuff if you really want to do this and go for that $10 mark. Even like Chipotle, McDonald's, whatever you're eating right now, pretty much any fast food is going to be way overpriced. I know there's certain exceptions, but you probably don't really want those, like the dollar menu or something. You probably don't want to be eating that if you are bodybuilding, unless you're just doing like a dirty bulk or something like that. But for this video, I'm going to say stay away from fast food. Maybe have it once a week or something, or if you're going to spend a good amount of money, do it like once a week or something, not every day. But the biggest thing is, most likely you love Chipotle like I do if you're watching this video, and Chipotle can easily be between 10 and 12 bucks depending on where you are, which, I mean, that can just be one meal right there and you're done for the day. So that's probably like the biggest thing, is don't be eating out that much if you're trying to do this, and just try to like buy all your groceries or buy all your food at the store, and either get some kind of like protein bars or make your own lunch or whatever you have to do to make this under $10 or around $10 a day. And the last little thing I wanted to add to this video was that I still am going to be making protein smoothies, because I love having a smoothie every day or a couple days a week at least. It's just really something that it's something that like gives me a healthy sort of sweets, and also makes it easy for me to not just go and grab some kind of like ice cream or whatever like that every day. So that it's going to be like the most expensive thing I'm going to be eating for the most part, and just because I'm going to add like a protein scoop to it and some frozen strawberries and bananas or whatever fruit I have, and some milk or whatever. So yeah, smoothies are probably going to be about $3 a smoothie, just because I like to get high quality protein, and that's about a little bit over $1 a scoop, which it's totally worth it in my opinion, even though I am doing this cheaper bodybuilding challenge. And I just want to make this video. Hopefully it'll inspire you to do the same thing, or maybe it's just kind of like something you want to see. Maybe you want to see the challenge and the journey that I'm going through. Maybe you want to see the foods that I'm eating on a daily basis during this journey. If you do, comment that below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next video.